Hi, I'm Michael Lund, and this short video is about seller finance, what it is, and how it can be useful. So, seller finance is where a buyer purchases real estate by making installment payments to a seller with interest over time. This used to be more common in the United States. About 100 years ago, large financial institutions like banks became more prominent in these kinds of transactions. That's not bad, it's helped a lot of people. But think about this, these lenders, over the course of a loan, will collect 2 to 3 times the purchase price of the house. That's a lot of money. If you take them out of the middle, there's more money to go around, and both the sellers and the buyers can find some arrangements that might be beneficial to both of them. Here are two examples that illustrate how this can happen. Suppose someone is retiring and has a lot of equity in their home. They like to sell their home and use that money for their living expenses. Well, they want to put their money to work, so they can get a lump sum payment and put that money into a mutual fund, and over time, hopefully, the mutual fund will produce something that they can live on. That's not a bad idea, but listen to what seller finance can do. Can you imagine getting payments with a contractually guaranteed interest rate of 7% over time? That means that the payments that you start to receive, the lion's share of these payments are somebody else's money. This stretches out their money so they're not exhausting their own financial reserves. And where else are they going to get a contractually guaranteed 7% interest rate on something? That's not a bad deal. Here in 2025, going into 2026, here's a different approach. So we are now in the middle of a buyer's market. That means that there's more sellers than there are buyers. It's a lot harder to sell a house. In recent years, the purchase price of homes have gone up a lot, and at the same time, interest rates have gone up. So it's challenging for a lot of buyers to buy a house, and they can be picky too. So the way that sellers stand out, a lot of them, is that they decrease the price of their house and that makes it more affordable. They can get the house sold. Okay. But what if you as the seller want full price for your house? Here's how you can do that. Suppose you have an interest rate from a few years ago of 3%, 4%, 5%. These days, those interest rates can't be touched. What you can do is create what's called a wraparound mortgage, okay, where you enter a contract where this other individual is obligated to make payments to you. They are legally obligated to do this, and you can enforce this. And at the same time, your existing mortgage is kept in place. There is a loan servicing company that makes sure that everything is collected, everything gets paid. The result to you is that you now have an offering that buyers will be excited about. There are buyers who are looking for exactly this kind of thing. They can actually have a lower payment even though they are paying more for the house. Okay, this generates income for you. This offsets the cost of your mortgage, and so over time, you can present this to a lender and they basically cancel each other out and you can buy another house. So this is another strategy that can be used. I'm happy to talk to you about this. There are other ways that seller finance can be a very useful tool when we're trying to sell a house. So please reach out to me. I'm happy to talk to you about this. My name is Michael Lund. I am the real estate surgeon, and I look forward to meeting you.